Much more Kenny Walker can say in his preparation for this awesome task. He did point out his teammates will be very important to his and the team's success.
And Walker controls the tip. You know something, John? I don't think Dr. Layden did such. All right, here is the rookie Blue Edwards. His feed stolen by Walker. Newman on the recovery. Wilkins. Utah Jazz coming off a victory over Minnesota on Sunday night. They've won their last 3 on the road, and Stockton has tied it. A great deal of time on the foul line. 45 of 52 from the free throw line. Here's Malone. And Utah leads 4-2.
Utah leads 4-2.
One of those rare times, Marv, that looks small on the court next to the 7'4" Marquis.
Stockton again. And the Jazz were by Stockton. Wilkins handled by a very impressive defensive player in Hanson. And another steal for the Jazz. Beautiful feed. And it's a goaltend. Basket counts.
Johnny Newman with a good attempt at stopping him goaltended.
3 minutes gone by. Knicks trail by 2. Jackson, nice move. Getting it high. Feed for Newman.
You see the presence of Mark Eaton, what that means. All Eaton had to do was be there and look at the other end, and Ewing made a decision and felt early in the game, and they knew it was coming. What would happen when the mailman gets some space? He just ran over everybody, including the Knicks big man.
Newman picks it off. It's a 3-on-1. So Wilkins ties it at 10.
Jazz is sticking to their game plan. Get Malone down low, and you can see what happens when Kenny Walker does not get the help quickly enough from behind.
Malone now 6 points. Jazz by 2. 12-10. Wilkins try to go to the reverse. Walker is right there. And the game. Ewing right at Eaton. Ewing on the rebound.
What a quickness by Ewing.
And here is Bailey.
Like we say, player, he's so anxious. He plays with such enthusiasm.
Here's Bailey. Oh, showing the long range thorough.
You know it's coming if you hear about a man's reputation, but it's so hard to believe that a man 6'11" can shoot like that from outside.
Jackson from 3-point range. No, make it a 2.
You do a mean imitation, but frankly, you really don't sound a lot like Marv.
Oh, nicely done, and Newman is fouled. The Knicks on the run, and Johnny Newman will go to the line.
I guess this is your statement, Marv. Another look at it. Newman way up there. And
Johnny Newman at the line.
Delaney Rudd just checked in, a rookie from Wake Forest, and he fires his first attempt on Utah back in '85 and played a couple of years in Greece. Jackson taking Rudd down low, and Ewing there for the tip. 7 points. Wilkins for Walker. 3. Way off.
most unusual miss by Newman so much.
Rudd for Bailey on a nice setup, and the Knicks lead by 3.
We'll see shortly. He's got the long range right away.
Walker. Ewing.
Good hands by Ewing. Not here yet, so let's wait for him.
Now Ewing handled by Brown. Ewing stopped by Brown. Jackson again. Rejected by Bailey.
Jackson doing a good job, though, pesting the Jazz, hitting the boards.
Hanson with a 3-point bomb. Bomb from long range. Not a big scorer. Very aggressive defensive player, but a good complimentary player to John Stockton. Wilkins able to hit and drew the foul. Checked in, gets it back out. 5 on the 24. Newman pops. Air ball.
Just a terrible decision by Newman. It was so hard for him to see over Thurl Bailey, and he just let it fly.
And here's Griffith. 28-27. Jazz within one.
I think if you go home and have an egg cream, you'll be fine.
My plan is watch the rest of the game, watch you at work.
A splendid job. Your win-loss percentage is superior. And welcome back. Marv, you'll just have to try and get better and crawl your way back. You're no different there.
Knicks needed Patrick Ewing to put up some big rebound numbers today. He looks as though he has been inspired to turn it in. They need Trent Tucker to shoot well, and he is.
Nobody on the Jazz paid any attention.
Wheeling the Jazz outside. This is all with Karl Malone on the bench again. And Malone getting set to come back in with big Mark Eaton. And there's Darryl Griffith with an easy layup.
Basically.
Did you see a different level of intensity, John? I mean, I saw it in Mark Jackson's eyes. I saw it in Kenny Walker's eyes. It seemed that as Rod Strickland hits from the baseline, that Utah might have a struggling time on the transition from Frank Layden to Jerry Sloan, but finished with a fine record at 40-25, only to be swept in the playoffs.
He still has the skills.
Strickland fakes Stockton off the pick and hits the three.
Boy, you know, he was off balance and at 6'4" with Thurl Bailey, 7-inch height difference.
Thurl Bailey popping off the pick from Eaton. That's like two men.
No way. No.
7:24 to go in quarter number 2. Gerald Wilkins dishes for Walker. Oh, he got a hot touch.
Malone gave him the look, show me you got it, and he did.
Stockton races up the floor around Trent Tucker. Soft touch and the roll.
That was John Stockton.
He gets everybody to lay off him, and he can shoot that ball as he's shown the Knicks.
Strickland gets around Stockton to return the favor.
Not too bad.
And Strickland on Stockton. On the reverse, rebound pulled down by Walker, and ferociously so. Out comes Strickland for Wilkins. Slips it to the corner. Tucker for three. Yes! As Marv is sitting within 3 feet. Malone misses, and out comes Gerald Wilkins. Great stuff.
And quickly gets inside to Karl Malone. Karl Malone going up strides in that department and has become much better from the line. He's currently a 72% foul shooter.
Ewing.
Oh, what a move.
Guard.
Where has that move been?
Jerry Sloan, you really have to hesitate before you take Stockton out of a game. Strickland back outside. Tucker for three. He hit one before, and he hits one now.
Tucker 2 away from Craig Elo for the most threes in the NBA. He has turned out to be.
Ewing backing in on Eaton. He's going to go to the hoop again and hit.
That is a great shot. Look at Jackson lay off Stockton.
And look at Malone back into Walker. And Bobby Hansen completes the lineup for Utah.
That was Karl Malone.
Weaves around Hansen. And that's his first miss since entering the game off the bench. 3-on-3. Stockton cuts away from Tucker. Uh-oh. No one saw Thurl Bailey. That's his game average, or a little over that. Eaton picks off the errant Knick pass. And Bailey again.
Make that 14.
He had laryngitis, unrelated to his surgery, and you're stuck again.
We'll work it out, Al.
Hansen feeds Stockton wide open.
That was John Stockton.
President of the Utah Jazz, Frank Layden, told us earlier that he feels Stockton is the best he's ever seen at the guard position. Oh,
Hansen
look at that pass.
Breaking the other way behind Johnny Newman. At the other end, Johnny Newman with another strange-looking three-pointer. He has been so off target on the 4 he has taken in this game. Mark Jackson weaving inside. Strange to see that Mark only had 1 first-half assist. He was involved in the offensive mix. It seemed a great deal more than that. Malone around Walker.
Power move.
Johnny Newman runs into Patrick Ewing. Look out.
Shot basket. Ouch.
Johnny Newman inbounds to Gerald Wilkins. All the way.
50.
Knicks back on top by 1. And a set piece for Malone, isolating him on Walker.
That was Karl Malone.
Well, he hurt you every boy here. In the third quarter, he just powers Kenny Walker backwards.
And looks like he's going to go on him, and he does. Malone, the rebound, fires it out. Stockton, Jazz on the move. Back up, look out!
Now, they have done that.
Back live in the third. It is a 3-point lead for Utah. Ewing gets the bounce.
Wow, what a hook shot.
10 on the 24. Jackson working on Stockton. Gerald Wilkins, nice fake.
Gerald Wilkins.
13 points for Gerald Wilkins. 65-64 Knicks. Stockton will let it go.
That was John Stockton.
Interesting points brought out about him.
Johnny Newman fakes the three-pointer, takes it all the way, and the scoop doesn't go, but Ewing is there to save it. Newman. Wilkins on the double team. Somebody's open, and it's Ewing. Wilkins finds Jackson. Off-target layup kept alive by Walker.
Mark Jackson got down low to get that ball.
Vacation with Xavier McDaniel here at the Garden on Saturday night. Malone. Oh, talk about power moves. To the free throw Blues here in the second half. Hansen fakes the shot on Walker. Malone guarded by Trent Tucker on the mismatch, and Hansen.
Over 50% this season with his three-point shooting.
Walker lost the handle, and Karl Malone is fouled.
I think defense.
Delaney Rudd guarded by Strickland. Inside Bailey, picked up by Tucker, and the mismatch there favors Utah. Rudd drops it.
Delaney Rudd.
Gerald Wilkins for three. Good timing and a big three lead with Stockton on the bench.
Ewing now picking up Malone.
And Ewing's speed is perhaps better suited to guarding Malone than Eddie Lee Wilkins, and Thurl Bailey beating home record at stake, and that's important to this team. Ewing looks outside for Gerald Wilkins. Looking for two in a row, tipped up and in by Patrick Ewing. 75. Rod Strickland brings the Knicks across the timeline. Ewing, nice looking hook. Into the game for Utah, number 45, Eric Lechner, who saw limited action in the first half, as is Darrell Griffith. All net. Memories of my life. Never forget you. Love Thurl. 81-79, Jazz by 2, and John Stockton is just doing it all that time. 83-79, under a minute. Strickland, Wilkins gets the bounce.
What a cross about this game. The Utah Jazz are Howard Johnson's team. He's got him on his satellite. He watches him all the time, and he was thrilled at the prospect of seeing John Stockton up close. I'm giving it some thought. All right.
It's a large, by the way. Stockton with pressure by the Knicks. Approaching the 10-minute mark to go in the fourth quarter, and what has been a fun game to watch, due in large part to a game without pay and $7,500. Stockton.
John Stockton.
Rod Strickland. Around Griffith. Way short. Malone pulls down the loose ball. Looks immediately up court where Stockton is. He knows that. And Blue Edwards. The Lakers by 4. Well, if you aren't going to be at this game tonight, I wouldn't mind being at the Chicago Lakers game. Ewing looking for the foul. Utah Jazz pull all the way out. They're trying to isolate Malone, who's really going at it with Kenny Walker. Ewing is in there to knock it away on the block. Good team defense by the Knicks on the mailman. Oh, and Darrell Griffith from
Standing game tonight.
92-87. Strickland. That would have really hurt the Knicks. Out comes Strickland with Mark Jackson and Trent Tucker. The three-guard offense works. The Knicks get called for the illegal defense. You saw the triple team collapse Ewing went up for the rebound. Over. Out it comes to Strickland. Looking like Curly Neal. Out come the Knicks again. Tucker feeds Wilkins. Got it. 92.
How about that range of
Deceptively smooth.
Boy,
Bailey
Tucker.
and Trent Tucker are really pushing. Ewing rejects Malone. Out comes Strickland with Jackson on his right. And he's fouled.
Boy, that's such a play. Big play that
Jackson the rebound. Pass for Strickland. Dishes it back over Eaton. Mark Jackson. Accepted.
See the hands, the strong, big hands, I might add, of Stockton grabbing that ball.
Stockton feeds Malone. Look out. And Rod Strickland went for the offensive foul.
Big smile on his face.
There is a fine line between bravado and silliness. Ewing the turnaround on Eaton. Stockton bangs with Strickland. Malone will take it.
Cool, cool. Got some words for Patrick as he's coming up court, too.
Strickland with a pick from Ewing. Gets around Eaton. Ewing was open. Wilkins has it. In he goes. Gerald Wilkins now with 21 points, continuing his hot streak. He must have picked something up on the...
Oh, Stockton picking out Eaton, and Eaton's not fast.
Wilkins. Three-guard offense still out there for the Knicks. Wilkins has Eaton on him. Ewing was open. Great shot by Gerald Wilkins.
The next lead, 105.
Strickland pops out off the Ewing pick. Buried at the baseline. Feeds Ewing.
Real good discipline by Ewing, not rushing the play.
8 on the shot clock.
Oh, is he happy?
The Knicks would have to be pleased with what they saw in terms of effort and results by Kenny in this particular game tonight. Strickland feeds Jackson. He's got Ewing on the left. On the reverse. It falls.
What a finish. Jackson hamming it up a little bit. He loves it.
One shot.
And then Jackson picks out one of his favorite targets, and Ewing makes a very difficult shot.
Teams to shoot at a 44% clip. The Knicks are shooting at 55. Only
It's amazing to see how many points he has accumulated.
the one surprising absence in the second half was Johnny Newman, who saw very limited playing time. As the game comes to an end here at Madison Square Garden, the New York Knicks defeat the Utah Jazz 115-107 as John Stockton, the Utah Jazz's all-time assist leader, has broken the club record for assists in a game with 27 assists tonight at the Garden.